How closely does your analysis and the market's analysis comport with the comments of the TSE's CEO?
I take no pleasure in saying it, but I think they've managed to limbo dance under rock bottom expectations. I mean, I think that the problem is the main board in Japan is Topics. It's got 2,173 stocks on it. That's up 78% since 1993. So obviously what investors have been saying is, couldn't we just have the good ones on one exchange? So what they've done is they've created Prime, Standard and Growth markets. Now, Prime is supposed to have the best ones on. How many stocks did not make it onto the Prime market? Not one single stock failed to make it there. Every stock was grandfathered onto it. But what about the listing requirements? 296 stocks didn't make the listing requirements, and all of them were required to come up with plans to say how they would deal with that. They didn't have to come up with credible plans, but they had to come up with plans. So they did that. And they were asked, how long will it take you to bring yourself in line with the listing requirements? Now, the most typical answer was 2 to 3 years, although 1/4 of companies said it would take them 4 years or more. So I think the message you're getting from all of this is that improvements in corporate governance is optional, that the Tokyo Stock Exchange is a listed company and its obvious priority is to make money. And it was not prepared to do anything that would make companies uncomfortable. So the number of companies on Prime is smaller than the number of companies on Topics. I think there are 1,837 companies on Prime. Why is that smaller? Well, because a large number of companies said, actually, we prefer to go on the standard market because the hurdle for corporate governance is lower there. What kind of companies went on to the standard market? Well, particularly companies that are listed subsidiaries. Hang on a sec. Listed subsidiaries are the companies that have the biggest problem with abuse of minority shareholders. And so they're going to go onto a market that is going to give them the least pressure to change that. That I don't think is as an improvement. So as a result, what we get is three markets. Now, Topics continues on in existence, so it's not simplifying anything. But how have these different markets performed? Well, actually, the standard market with the lower corporate governance has so far outperformed the Prime market. So I don't think it's really doing what it says on the wrapper. It's got a long way further to go. And CEO Yamauchi is saying this is only a first step. But I think the problem here is how long are companies going to have as a deadline by which they have to make the new listing requirements? And the stock exchange, when I've repeatedly asked them, said we don't at this time have a deadline. So it seems to be the message is, by all means, go ahead and continue doing what you're doing at the moment.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.